Stop thinking about all the things in your head. Stop thinking about all the things she said. She said. Something in the water taught me how to crawl. Something in the water taught me how to fall.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Something in the Water podcast. I'm Uncle Dave Griffin.
I'm Sean Clark.
I'm Connor Griffin.
We got the Griffins and the Clark expedition going on this week. We just tripping it up, shaking it up a little bit. We got my son and the Pine Box Dwellers drummer, Connor Griffin, in with us, and we're just gonna kind of see what happens here. Well, look at this.
When did that get here?
Surprise! Merry Christmas.
This is Pine Box Dwellers beer from Pareidolia. Look, can we start over? This sounds like...
No, throw it up to that camera. That's a close-up right there. You got the closest shot right there.
Wait, too close. Back it up.
Back it up. This is more of Sean Clark's original artwork for the Pareidolia Brewing Company out of Sebastian, Florida. This is y'all's second Pine Box Dwellers edition.
Yeah, this one is peach flavored.
Peach flavored beer.
It's not flavored. It's actually got peaches in it.
It's called Knee Deep in Peaches.
And I have not tried it yet. So
4%,
open.
4.7% alcohol by volume.
Oh yeah.
For any of y'all wondering at home.
You got you one, Justin?
Yeah.
Ooh, sassy.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, good.
Pete, you outdone yourself with this one.
Yes, sir. Pete's good
Shout
guy.
out to
Pete's a good guy.
Pete. What's his name?
Pareidolia Pete. Pareidolia Pete.
Shout out to Pete of Pareidolia Brewing Company in Sebastian, Florida. He's the one that I guess he designs he
brews.
He brews.
Yeah.
He designs
comes up with
the flavor, the recipe, and everything.
Craft brew.
He's a craft.
Down in Sebastian, Florida. And
Connor, you look pretty badass in this cartoon picture right here.
Apparently, you messed up my beard there, or you messed up my neck.
Well, now everybody knows.
Well, I mean, that's the story. Go ahead.
What? It don't look messed up to me.
Well, his beard's thicker there, but see, he's also, we're skeletons, and if you notice, he's not dead yet, so his beard might
Yeah, he looks
come in
kind
a
of
little more.
zombied.
He might come in a little.
That is so cool.
I'd like to steal the boots off of my
Red and black
cartoon rendition.
cowboy boots. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Sean's waist deep in pumpkins. I guess those are
peaches.
Not pumpkins. It looks like
This is like that episode where we were talking about seagull guitars, and you said there was a duck on it.
looks like you're waist deep in derrieres.
That's some good beer.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a good taste to it.
Well,
Very summery.
summary.
Summery says.
So what's been going on with y'all? Same old. Y'all just keep playing.
Keeping the roads hot.
I'm telling you.
We just got back from.
Y'all have gotten more weekday gigs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's been coming up on a lot of y'all's schedule.
doing private parties, private events and stuff, and picking up some extra gigs we hadn't had before. little different venues and such.
Let's see.
You've been mixing and mastering the record.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know we've been talking about that for a while, but everything's slowed down in the world, and
It's happening though.
yeah, we're at the very final stages of getting this thing finished, and then we're gonna pretty soon announce a release date.
That'll be fun.
Had a guy, I was telling some friend that comes out and sees us play over Jekyll a lot. I said, man, we got this thing coming close. He goes, I can't even get excited about it anymore. Like, I've been waiting so long to hear it.
Who is that?
His name's Paul. But it's sounded really good. I'm really impressed.
Is there a
what we did.
tentative date? Is there a roundabout date?
I mean,
Where is that now?
We'll probably release a single or two, like
Probably fall,
I'd say late summer,
late summer. Okay.
maybe August at the earliest.
Well, that'd be good to look forward to.
we got Charlie Chastain behind everything,
Producing
doing
and-
this. Yeah.
Yep. Waycross boy.
He's a
that's,
former Waycrossan, now living in Athens and working for the college, isn't he?
No, it's not with the college, but it is a school, a recording school called Tweed Recording,
Oh, okay.
and it's pretty badass studio. There's 3 or 4 studios in there, like 2 big ones and 2 smaller ones, or more like mixing rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have, of course, a school, students, and there's a concert room where they have like a smaller venue.
Yeah.
It's pretty
They got
cool.
the in the concert room, right behind the stage. They got a stained glass window.
Out of the Ryman,
Yeah.
and it's all lit up behind it.
We were sitting at what's that place called? Taqueria Tsunami or whatever.
If you say so.
Taqueria is...
Taqueria.
Taqueria.
I never know how to pronounce it.
That's,
It's a taqueria.
Taqueria.
that
There we go.
must mean restaurant or something
Yeah.
in Spanish.
It's
Because you see that on a lot of...
But they always have tacos. I thought it had something to do with tacos.
Well,
Taqueria.
it's T-A-Q.
yeah.
It's a taco
TAQ.
restaurant.
It's like a Asian.
Taqueria.
It's a blend between tacos and Asian food. It's kind of unique. But we were sitting there eating lunch one day, and Sean's like, "There's Tweed right there. You can see through to the Ryman window," and it was looked like it was glowing back there. It's pretty
Like
cool.
church.
Yeah.
Iglesia. Well, that's something that we can look forward to, and
Yeah, we got an album title. I guess it's good a place as any to announce the name of it. It's going to be called Drifter's Blues,
all right,
which is a song that will also be on there.
one of the songs on there. How many tracks are going to be on
With 12 tracks.
there?
Yeah, man.
I'm really proud of it. I mean, not to sound biased, but this is my favorite that we've ever even
Well,
done.
the cool thing about it is that Charlie,
we like George too, Justin. He'll kick your ass.
Charlie, it's kind of like the old thing where if you want to have some dental work done, and it's you go to a regular dentist in your hometown, it's going to be thousands of dollars to have it done, but you can go to a University of Florida in Gainesville who has students in the dental field, and some are at the top of their class, and you can go down there for $180. You can get the same procedure done. You know
Is that what you're trying to say with
what
this?
I'm trying to equate that is with Charlie. He's got this school and he's got these students in the school that are learning the trade of recording, and y'all pretty much lucked up on being, having having the opportunity
Yeah,
to
we were invited up and
be in the hands of the students.
Yeah, he was
which
teaching a
is
class
cool.
and needed some a band in
it
front of
sounds
him.
great.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
we didn't know what we just going up there. He's like, I'll give you the recordings. Well,
Yeah.
we
We
had a
didn't
few-
even know we were making an album.
Yeah. So we're just started with songs we haven't recorded yet, and just me and Connor, and played all one day. And as that was kind of going really well, we all discussed, let's get some. We got another day in the studio. We kind of kicked out all these songs already. Let's add some layers and invite some friends and some session players in. And so we did that the next day, and it's turning out pretty good. And the next few times we've gone up, we've done some mixing, or we're just there when he's mixing and throwing our 2 cents in on it. And now we're in the mastering stage, and sounding good.
He's a big Beatles fan too. That Charlie Chastain is.
It's funny that the day you came over, you were looking at some of his Beatles stuff hanging up on the wall, and you said, have you ever done that George Martin technique where he slows the song down and then play? And he did it that very same day. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Coming in here.
Yeah, he had just done it when you came and said that.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like to Beatles aficionados. You read all of the books and everything. You see that one over and over again.
Yeah.
George Martin, while they skipped out to lunch, George Martin nipped into the studio and he said, "Now slow it down. Don't
tell the boys."
Don't. It's a technique in the studio where you can slow the speed way down and play this very difficult lick that you could not do otherwise in real time, and then speed it back up after you've done it, and it sounds normal. George Martin. Speaking of the Beatles, let's see, this podcast will be out August 1st, or possibly
No, July 15th.
July 15th. That's right, July 15th.
We're calling all time travelers.
Okay, so July 15th. That means, well, how does it feel to be 29 years old?
I don't know. I hadn't got there quite yet.
Actually, you did 8 days ago.
Well, damn. Has my
Yeah.
whole life been a lie?
Because
When's my real birthday, Dad?
July 7th. And this podcast just came out today, July the 15th.
Okay, there we go.
And it's like, you've been 29 for 8 days. Tell me about it.
Don't feel much different.
Exactly.
Every time I think of 29, I think of this Led Zeppelin show. Robert Plant just, I don't know what song it even was. I think he just went crazy. He just started going, 29, 29, over and over and over into the mic. I'm like, all right then.
Did he ever say why or what that's meant?
No idea. No idea. But
Strange.
Well, July 7th, speaking of the Beatles, July 7th was the Beatles' drummer's birthday, too.
George?
It reminds me of that time.
that hurts.
This couple from Blackshear invited me and Lynn to go with them to see the Eagles in concert in Jacksonville. And we were sitting there, and it was that tour where they started off with Randy, not including Randy Meisner, the original bass player, but it was Don Henley, Glenn Frey, Timothy B. Schmidt, and Bernie Ledden, the original, first. Oh, and Don. No, this was after Don Felter had flew the coop. But you had them playing the early hits off of the Bernie Ledden albums. And then they took a break, and they came back with Joe Walsh and played the rest of the Eagle hits with those guys. Yeah, we was sitting there, and this guy from Blackshear taking an intermission. The lights come up, and all these people are in front of us and behind us. And he sits there and blurts out real loud. He says, "Hey, Dave, I thought you said Don Henley was in the Eagles." And I said, "Well, yeah, he was up there that whole last set singing his butt off." It's George, the drummer.
Play me a song, Dave. You're writing a lot, aren't you, here lately?
I've got a few.
Y'all tell them about what we've been doing on Deep End with the songwriting sessions.
Oh,
Yeah, we've done, I think, 2 episodes like this
Yeah.
on our Patreon, where it's me and Dave, and we hit record and we write a song. We've done that twice now.
yeah. Usually, Sean, you've had both of the ideas for it, but usually we'll come in with an idea, a line, or a just
But I mean, even that,
name of a song.
we weren't even planning it. It just happened.
Yeah, but it's totally blank
Yeah.
palette, and we we aspired to write a song. Writing ain't easy. I mean,
Sometimes it is.
sometimes it is. Sometimes it's hit and miss. But you can be at the house, and have somebody come over with the intent of getting a song down, and you'll just sit there and look at each other the whole night, But both of those deep ends
Well, I felt like we
were pretty
more,
successful.
we were more under the gun of having the cameras
Maybe
rolling.
that was it. Maybe just the fact that.
But I would say 80%, maybe more than that. With me and you sit down with the intent to write a song, we usually do. There's very few times that we're just like, we got nothing.
Yeah, especially if we're passionate about something, if it's got like
But we
got a
don't
good
do it
chord
all the time
progression
either, as
or-
much as we used to. But when we do get together, it's usually one of us has something already started, or we got an idea of what we want to do. But me and Connor's been getting there too, writing some stuff. Seems like that's being more and more comfortable as we do it more.
heck yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's a great hobby.
well, let's swap some songs back and forth.
Let's see. I don't know what I've got. If anything here, let's see. I'm gonna use your leg there. Oh, you know what? I did have to get a new notebook. My wife's loaned me. Whoa. And anyhow, I sat down the other night and got everything together. And but the thing about it is the newer songs, I can't remember what they were, but they're alphabetized, so I'd have to go through the whole thing to try to find a new song. But while I'm doing that, why don't you play something?
I was about to say that about 5 minutes ago when you was talking about this. You want us to go ahead and play one?
So if y'all got something.
Y'all have already done
Microphone.
y'all have already done Creature of Habit, right? On
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
last
that was on the
That was
deep
one
end.
of them that we wrote on the deep end.
one. Okay. What about let's do Stop Thinking.
Yeah, this is one Connor and I have written here lately. Well, about 6 months ago or something like that. It's called Stop Thinking.
Yeah.
I do is forget and let the bad times slip away. Stop thinking with your heart in your hand, it's only gonna drag you around. Keep on smiling as the ship is sinking down. No one's calling my bed, nobody's calling me anyhow. So what's the use in regret if I never let my feelings out? Stop thinking with your heart in your hand, it's only gonna drag you down. The party's over and the band is leaving town. Stop thinking about all the things in your head. Stop thinking about all the things she said. She said. Stop thinking with your heart in your hand, it's only gonna drag you around. Keep on smiling as the ship is sinking down. Stop thinking with your heart in your hand, it's only gonna drag you down. The party's over and the band is leaving town.
That's 60s. With a little little bit of Tom Petty.
Little bitty Tom Petty.
Little bitty Tom Petty. Okay, this is it. This is one that I recently wrote. Let's see. Well, honey, it's called Do-Si-Do Again.
Not again.
One more time. Well, honey, don't you think we might do-si-do again? Dance like lovers till the chickens and the cows come home. Honey, don't you think we might do-si-do again? Play with one another, stay all night long. We can pretend it's the 4th of July, shoot a little love in the midnight sky. We'll let the whole world know it's true. You love me, I love you. Ain't about time we go a little wild. Take off our clothes, throw them in a pile. Let's not worry about what neighbors see. Hell, they all know about the birds and bees. Honey, don't you think we might do-si-do again? Dance like lovers till the chickens and the cows come home. Honey, don't you think we might do-si-do again? Play with one another and stay up all night long. Apples to oranges, nickels to dimes. Honey, you and me know how to have a good time. Fruit's low hanging, it ain't rotten. There ain't nothing we've forgotten. Said fruit on the vine might be hanging low. If you got the feeling, I'm willing to go. Put the pine box dwellers on the stereo. Turn the lights down low while we do-si-do. Honey, don't you think we might do-si-do again? We'll dance like lovers till the chickens and the cows come home. Hey, honey, don't you think we might do-si-do again? Play with each other and stay up all night long. We're gonna play with one another, stay up all night long.
So let me ask you this. You said Pine Box Dwellers on the stereo. So what song would be playing during all that with the lights down low? Which Pine Box Dwellers original would you say?
Let's see. It'd probably have to be.
Is it weird?
Is a Hellcat
turning on some love music, but it's your son?
Well, it depends on what format. I mean, I did say stereo, which goes back to it's probably 8-track.
Yeah.
You know, don't y'all are available in 8-track.
Well,
we're working on it.
I don't even think we're available in 8 counties.
Well, I like it when it's right in the middle of whatever song that is.
Truck stop snake.
Doom, 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 and it goes and changes. Right.
The 8-track.
And then it comes back in, it bleeds up, and it goes.
So Connor, you hadn't played this your song on here, have you?
Which one?
Among the Years.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can do that one.
What's it called? Already
It's
Gone.
called Already Gone. It's
not the Eagles.
It's not the Eagles song, no.
So don't get excited, Dave.
Well, I wrote one called Take It Easy.
I also wrote one called I'm So Tired, and
I wrote one called
The Beatles.
yeah.
I wrote one called Free Bird. But it's not that one, y'all.
It's not that one. It's free as a bird.
Yeah. wrote one called Wagon Wheel.
Hey, play that Sweet Home Alabama for us one good time.
Sweet Home Alabama.
There's already one called
I
that.
got one better. I wrote Hotel California. It's not that one.
Not that one. This one's different. But this is Connor's song called Already Gone. Again.
Already? I'm only worried about pleasing what's in front of me, but I'm not thinking what's in front of me always leaves. Instead I'm dreaming about building mansions out of sand, not even paying heed to the hurricane I'm in. If I could really pluck my heart straight out, you know I would. And this brain of mine is not doing me any good. If I had half the courage just to leave you out alone, maybe now I'd have a piece that I could call my own. In times of trouble, I don't have no one to comfort me. No Mother Mary in the sky gon' have no sympathy. All I know is that if someone somewhere really cares, then they'd scoop me up out all my self-righteous despair. I know love's fleeting, so I'm just searching for something true. I leave my light on all the time in case you're looking too. I keep on singing, hoping that you'll listen to my song, but each time I get to sing it, you're already gone. Gone.
Yeah. It was a good one.
A lot of interesting stuff happening in the songwriting process of that one.
Yeah.
Walk us through it, man. Walk us through it.
The second verse about plucking my heart straight out. I was trying to think of like what could come next. The brain line came next pretty naturally, but I was like stuck on that third line, and I started thinking this whole verse has a Wizard of Oz theme running along, like heart, brain, and I was like, courage.
There you go.
And then the verse after that was, if you took the first verse of Let It Be and made everything the opposite.
Yeah, that was something we were talking about one day.
Yeah.
Like if you took a song, an existing song, and
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother
Mary
Mary.
crossed, and then just flip it around and just say the opposite things.
So what would that be?
Well, just to fit it with the song, I said, in times of trouble, I don't have no one to comfort me. No
Okay.
Mother Mary in the sky don't have no
I got
sympathy.
you.
That's just the only part about that, but it was
That's pretty
it was,
cool.
It was fun. It was a fun exercise.
Let's take Freebird and like
Dissect.
dissect it and turn everything around backwards.
Yeah.
Hello. It's been a bad life.
It's been a bad hate.
And I
Not with the same
realize.
chords.
And you're an emu or an ostrich, because you can't fly.
I ain't no free range chicken anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved that part about songwriting process. You got people that can talk about it like, yes, it's get up at 6 a.m, pour myself a cup of coffee.
Swamp's coming up over the sun's
coming over the swamp, Daddy.
I say swamp first.
Smoke a pack of cigarettes and write a song. Or you got them that's Nashville, clock in and go to their cubicle and sit there 9 to 5 and do the same thing. I always love, like what you were talking about, challenges. A challenge yourself, or either somebody else will challenge you to do something based on a subject matter, or you can challenge yourself to say, all right, I'm going to write this song. You know what I did during the lockdown, COVID lockdown, is I would watch movies. I watched a lot of movies, but I would watch them with the credits on. I'm not the credits, the captions on. The captions on. And every now and then, depending on the movie, you weren't so, well, you could turn the volume down actually and watch too. That's even better, because that way you're just reading. It's like reading a book or something. You're reading the captions, and there was one movie that came on that was the caption were very inspirational and worked itself into a song. But all kinds of the process is basically the same, but inspiration can come from all over the place.
Bumper sticker.
A bumper sticker, a conversation that you're standing behind in Walmart checkout line, or what have you.
Ray Wiley Hubbard driving by a snake farm.
I'm telling you, the wildest ones are like Townes Van Zandt dreaming an entire song, "If I Needed You."
Yeah, he
and wake up
and write it
and just roll over and grab a little pencil and sheet of paper and write the whole thing, chords and everything.
So he said. But
Yeah. See, I don't buy.
I mean, it's no lie.
Paul McCartney in Yesterday.
Yeah.
the melody.
Yeah.
He dreamed of the melody.
Scrambled
or it
eggs
was
or
there. It was there when he woke up and he went straight to the piano. And
Said, what do I want to eat today? Scrambled eggs.
yeah, he put scrambled eggs in there to hold the meter, to remind him of the melody. Bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Scrambled eggs. Until he could come up with the actual words that he knew he needed. Same thing with Greg Allman. He couldn't figure out what to call the girl in Melissa. And he was in a grocery store one day, and he looked down at the cashier and said, "Hi." Perfect.
It said, "Sweet Melissa." I'm a
love
golden god. You know that wasn't that story?
You write a song about me if I bag your groceries.
Can I bag you?
Groceries.
Can I bag you groceries? Can I eat your groceries? Lord.
All kinds of
What you got?
ways
You got
to
something
do
you've been
it.
working on, man?
Well, I'm sure that there was more than. This is one that I hadn't put to music yet, but I will save that till later. That's going to be a good up tempo one. I don't write that many up tempos, so I want to be ready when it do come around. Shoot.
Well, you got one? You want me to play one?
Yeah, play another. Play another.
While you're looking at the Sears Road book? Well, Creature of Comfort. We wrote that on one of the deep ends.
Creature of comfort.
Yeah. Creature of Habit.
Creature
comfort.
Habit. Yeah. So anyway, that was one of them that we wrote on the deep end. And we've even did some fine tweaking on it since that night. And I don't think we haven't played it since on the podcast.
That'd be good.
And definitely not on the regular one. So this is one me and Dave wrote on there on our Deep End Patreon. And if you'd like to see that whole thing go down, you can join.
It's only $5.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
And we're about to send everybody some T-shirts, some Something in the Water T-shirts, just as soon as we get them printed up. Get
Along
them
with
back.
some other
little
goodies.
swag, some merchandise. But maybe I won't mess this up. I haven't played it too many times out, but.
I wake every morning with my coffee and cream. Stare a hole in the carpet like the holes in my dreams. I wait for the mailman to bring me the news. Tie a knot in my noose and lace up my shoes. I'm a creature of habit and I'm stuck in a rut. Near the foot of a rabbit might bring me good luck. It's not what I wanted, it just happens to be. I'm a man on a mission inside a routine. I'm a punching the clock, I'm a hitting the line, I'm a pinching the pennies, I'm a rolling the dimes. I'm a creature of habit and never break free. Like a zombie cat vampire whose brain is deceased. I'm a creature of habit and I'm stuck in a rut. I hear the foot of just happens to be. I'm a man on a mission inside a routine. I'm a creature of habit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There it is.
Harmony sounds good, too. And
Maybe that one will be on the next.
Yeah, that's good. First time I've heard it since the deep end. Sounds.
Does it sound a lot different now? I can't remember what all we've changed since then.
Well, no, I mean it's the same
well,
feel.
it sounds
but it sounds done.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds like it's finished.
You passed by one of them that was like name of a philosopher and then a name of a musician.
Yeah, that one ain't never come to.
Well, can I make a Dave request?
Yeah, I ain't got no confidence in that one.
Can you do Song on the Vein?
I can.
Man,
I'm
that's
just
a good-
looking for any new ones that
What's the one you do on the Stagecoach shows with
I
the backing?
Try that one.
Try that out. You done looked through the whole book.
No, well, they're in alphabetical order, and it's just hard.
It's hard to pick a letter.
I can't remember
what the date
what I
was.
just wrote a couple of weeks ago and where it would fall in here.
You used to put. Well, there you go. There's a date down there.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do them chronologically.
Well,
by
if I said
date.
Song in the Vein, you can't just go to Song
Oh
in the
yeah,
Vein.
I can do that. I was just looking for the newer ones to jump out at me. This there was one in here that was fairly new, and I done forgot what it was now. Okay.
So which
Yeah.
one's this?
Dog in the Rain.
Song in the
Vein?
Vein.
Oh, I thought you was going to a new one.
Well, I can.
You just
There's-
requested Song in the Vein.
They got these things called iPads.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting it off. Cause sure as hell, I'll buy me one and they'll replace it with something new.
Oh, they already replaced that book with something new. And are you still using it? It's one of my favorite songs. Not even by you, but just one of my favorites ever.
There's a song in the vein, like a train in my brain, keeps pushing through pain to find me again. There's a song in the soul where secrets lie cold, of a heart black as coal that cried to behold. I'm digging in darkness where light never shines, begging forgiveness from love's left behind. Like a coal miner, I'm searching to find the pieces of my peace of mind. There's a song in the ground that yearns to be found, with a cold, mournful sound no teardrops can drown. There's a song in the vein, love's lost in pain, demons unslain, cold, cold rain. Digging in darkness, the light never shines, begging forgiveness from love's left behind. Like a coal miner, I'm searching to find pieces of my peace of mind. The pieces of my peace of mind.
Yeah.
That's the old ode to the songwriter. 2007.
That's a good one. I wrote a song about writing songs.
Did you?
Not as good as that one. But Set It Free.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You always said it sounds like a Loving Spoonful
Yeah, yeah. It's got that
song.
flavor to it.
It's going to be on our new album coming up.
Do it. Do it. Y'all do that one.
You got much singing on that one? You got much singing on that one?
Chorus and the second verse part of.
There's something hiding there below these streams. Beneath this wood there's some darker things. We can't pretend like we just don't see the scratch of the cat, the bark of the tree. Whoa, whoa, it's me. I couldn't let it be. Keep on picking and it's gonna bleed or rattle this cage, and then I set it free. A haunting melody can give you a fright, like abandoned skeletons led to the light, to drum out your past in rhythm and rhyme. 27 devils tap dancing in time. Whoa, whoa, it's me. I couldn't help but see between these lines there's a whole lot of grief. But I rattled this cage and then I set it free to roam out on this song. Barefoot, hammered and stone, bruised and naked. It's me. I couldn't let it be. Keep on picking and it's gonna bleed or rattle this cage, and then I set it free.
on that note, I got to set this piss free, but y'all can carry on.
Oh, let's just take a break.
Yeah, we'll be right back, folks.
We could have just took a break instead of you being all vulgar and shit.
I got it.
Something in my brain won't let me stray. Something in my veins gonna find its way. Something in the water taught me how to pray. When that cold black water finds its way into your veins, you'll never be the same. All right, well, we're back. And while we were on break, we were just talking about our album getting mastered and whatnot. And we got an email from Charlie, and we decided we're going to play it on the air or on the podcast here.
Is this one of the new ones?
This is one of the new ones that'll be on the album. This is the first listen anywhere.
All right.
This song is Neon Rain. This is a song that me and Dave wrote, actually, at your house.
No, this wasn't that Jason?
Nope, me and you wrote Neon Rain.
Neon Rain.
Because we were looking up. I had two verses, and then I went to your house. We wrote the chorus
What is
and the
Jason
third verse.
Chancey song?
Rainbows on the Pavement.
Rainbows
Yeah.
on the Pavement. Okay, now I got you. This is
That's
where
the last album.
we Googled, and that's right.
Yeah, that's the last time. We're talking about this album. This is a song. I don't know why I give Dave credit. He can't remember.
Neon Rain. And
But remember, we looked up we looked up some voodoo stuff. We were like, what about, because it felt real New
and
Orleans-ish.
that kind of come into the third verse or
Yeah,
the last
and,
verse, whatever.
So,
Yeah. Here we go. Pine Box Dwellers' new CD as yet.
debut,
Preview.
Neon Rain.
I'm a backseat driver in a demolition derby. Since you've had the wheel, our lives have turned topsy-turvy. We've been under, over, sideways, off-road, back roads and byways. Somewhere back there in the rear view, I should have hit the highway. I'm tandem skydiving with a suicide jumper. You're a crack dick frying on a hot summer bumper. I've been beat, broken, busted, blooded by the hands of others. But it didn't hurt as bad as having you as a lover. Caliber, show me trumpet playing in a funeral band. You're a foul-mouthed goddess if there ever was a thing. You got me bleeding on the sidewalk in the neon rain. God above, show me some love. I just need something to lean to. I'm on a bad trip, praying on a sinking ship. Just looking for something I can cling to. Cling to.
That's excellent.
What's all that?
Lord. All right, so let me bend the odd man out here. Since y'all are in the band, let me make some observations. Number one, your the words that you brought into this song when you came to the house that night. Those first verses,
Two
are
verses.
excellent. That's just word imagery that some of the finest. Cracked egg frying on a hot summer bumper.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Second, your harmony. Is that you
Yeah.
all the way through there? I swear to God, y'all.
Sound like Dave.
Y'all been no. He sounds like you was my observation.
What? Really?
Yeah, on the first half of the chorus. Now I can hear it on the second two lines of the chorus. I hear you, but the first two lines of the chorus, I was sitting here debating: is that you harmonizing with yourself?
Huh.
So
I only do
y'all
that.
are really
I only
rubbing.
do that behind closed
Y'all
doors.
are really rubbing off on each other.
Oh,
I'm telling you, that's what playing together does. It's almost like sibling harmony. All right, 3.
Sibling harmony. Patent that.
3, Charlie Chastain, remarkable mastering job, but he also, I think he played something on this.
that clickety clackety.
Keyboard stand.
That's he's playing drumsticks on a keyboard stand,
drumsticks on a keyboard stand.
and that was after the fact that we'd already laid down everything.
Yeah.
All right, the other musicians in it.
Pistol.
Matt Stossel is Pistol. He goes by Pistol. He's playing the pedal steel, and the studio knew him. We didn't,
Okay.
but we met him through doing it and
That
hired
steel
him.
sound that he's getting there is so 70s.
He's in high demand. He's
Yeah.
he's getting
He's
a lot of
playing
records.
with somebody now. Right?
He
He's
plays
done it.
regularly with Faye Webster, who's an
Up and
pretty
coming.
famous.
Somebody fixing
Atlanta
to break
artist.
big. Yeah.
They've been opening up for Wilco and
Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played
like
with
that.
Wilco too.
That's awesome.
And,
And Travis
stage.
Page was on
Travis played that little
that
acoustic
from the Page
lead.
brothers. Yeah,
He was just on that lead part,
that was nice.
and Paul Lee on the bass.
Paul was on the bass.
Yeah, on the whole album.
Oh hell,
And
made me like it even more.
then that was Connor on the bells.
No, not on that one.
Oh, that was
No, that was Charlie.
That was Charlie on
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
Well, the last observation is I'm glad that I was a part of it.
Yeah, man.
That dang song gave me chills, man. Listen to the professionalism of the mix, everything about it. You know, I'm just glad to have written some words in it.
Well, me and
Which
you
ones
wrote-
did you contribute?
we did the chorus together,
and the last verse we worked out together.
and I remember like when I'm listening to it, I'm like, yeah, that was my line. That was Dave's line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But I remember we did go to Google in there, and we were looking at everything. Rock bottom, down and out, New Orleans, Gambler's Hands.
yeah.
And we
Man.
got off to that foul mouth goddess. That's what
Yeah.
we saw online.
We were looking at some
is that-
voodoo stuff, and we found something that was a foul mouthed goddess, and we're like, well, that's going in there.
Yeah.
And the way we incorporated is foul mouth goddess. If there ever
It was a thing.
if there ever was a thing, that was
Yeah.
us putting it.
Yeah. you're a foul mouthed goddess if there ever
If
was
there
a
ever
thing.
was a thing.
And then you got me bleeding on the sidewalk in the neon rain.
That was great, y'all. Really good. Good stuff.
We're excited about
I'm telling you, I can't wait. Well, we're going to do a little tale of the week now. And hold on to you. Strap yourself in. This is going to be a good one. We've talked about songwriting, the songs all night long. This kind of continues the theme. Ain't that computer a fascinating addition to the modern home or house trailer? You can go anywhere and find anything on it, unless it starts with an S and ends with an X. I could spend hours upon hours chasing childhood memories, discovering new subjects for thought, seeing what my friends ate for supper on Facebook, and deleting spam from my email account, so long as Firefox don't crash and my hard drive keeps on spinning. Every now and again, I'll start feeling a little nostalgic for the early songs of my innocent youth, songs that moved me as a child for whatever reason and still resonate in my musical soul all these many years later. So I just click on YouTube and watch the time melt away. My earliest memories stem from listening to Daddy's diverse album and 45 RPM collection. I Got Stripes by Johnny Cash.
I was arrested on a Tuesday. They locked me in the jail on a Wednesday.
I was
My
probably
trial
about
was
3 or 4 years old. No, you can just dial the music down you can just fade it a little bit there.
on a Thursday.
I was about 3 or 4 years old when Daddy. Now, of course, Daddy had these records all along, you know. But this was some of my earliest song memories right here.
That's a good
And
one.
this next one was Webb Pierce, Tupelo County Jail. Written by Mel
Mel Tillis.
Tillis.
Come on and write me a letter. Send that letter by mail. Send that letter.
So he was the one that owned
the Tupelo County
the
Jail.
guitar swimming pool. It was Webb Pierce.
Who did
I
we say
always-
it was one time?
I think I thought it was Hank Snow or somebody like that. There's probably more than him that did. Old stuttering Mel Tillis wrote this song, God rest his soul. And the cowboy song of all cowboy songs by Marty Robbins.
I was about to say it must be Marty Robbins.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, I can't tell you just all of these songs that I'm going to reference in this
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
in this tale of the week do the same thing to
Mexican
me every time I hear them. It just
Nighttime would
First it
find
grabs me
in
by the
Moses' cantina.
heart,
Music would play and Footy knew.
and then it just channels me like through a black hole,
The hole in the middle
passing
of the
through
record.
passing through time. It's just wow, it gives you chills, you know, because they meant so much to me. One of the standouts for me was a record by Percy Faith and his orchestra called Theme from a Summer Place. A beautiful instrumental that was all over the radio from September 1959 to April 1960. '59 and '60.
This is what I would call elevator music.
Yeah, it was definitely that. It's actually I'll say that. Our family had just moved back to the U.S. from Tripoli, Libya in March of 1960, and I recall hearing the song in both places. My love for the song spanned 2 continents, Africa and America. Originally titled the Molly and Johnny theme for the movie A Summer Place, starring Sandra Dee and Troy Donahue. The Billboard Book of #1 Hits called it the most successful instrumental single of the rock era. So,
Wow.
go ahead on.
I've definitely heard it a lot.
Yeah, I know. It's a beautiful, beautiful memory. By the age of 8, I had a transistor radio of my own. Played it way down low underneath my pillow at night, mesmerized by songs like Deep Purple. Now these 2 people right here, you'll see a picture of them in just a second. They were a brother and sister group. And I've seen other YouTube videos of them in live performance, and they don't act like brothers and sisters. And we're both very nice looking. She's very gifted singer, and she sound good, she look good.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. Dale Shannon's Runaway was another big one for me and my brother Gary personally. We bought this one down at the Wear Tire.
Run away. That's
and
good.
that was it. That was the record label. Still to this day, that big old big top. Pink. And you'll notice in this, there's a farfisa, or it's a real wicked keyboard solo. Got to hear a little bit of it, because that's the whole song. But that relates to the very next song we're going to play, because the man who was responsible for this next song coming up was an English-British record producer by the name of Joe Meek. He was very much into electronic sounds, semi-novelty records, although I wouldn't consider this one or the next one a novelty, this and that. At 8 years old, or 1961, you never heard anything like that as a kid on the radio. This is like, wow, blew my mind a little bit, you know? Mm-hmm. It was that sound, and now that's almost like a synthesizer.
Yeah.
This next song, same guy, Joe Meek, the producer from England, had his hands all over this one too, and this is pretty cool. This is a live thing. A group called the Tornadoes. They were British also. It's instrumental. called Telstar. I love it. It looks like it's from another planet.
Now that's like what you see right before the nuclear bombs dropped on you.
But see, that he's playing a farfisa. The farfisa organ has black keys and white, or the major keys were black and the flat and sharps were white. So it was the opposite of a regular keyboard. This was huge because, you know, the early 60s was the beginning of the space age.
Yeah.
And that sounded so good coming out of them radio speaker in the car. Looks, why'd they add this guy back there in this shot? What has he got, a tambourine?
I think he's
No, I
just
think he's just
snapping.
tapping his finger. I'm the drummer.
He literally was there just for that.
Just for
just
that.
to keep them in time.
He's behind.
Orchestrator, whatever.
Oh my gosh.
What do you call them?
Conductor.
Conductor.
There you go.
Orchestrators. That's what we're calling them down here.
I don't know. That was a fabulous song to me also. And one more from that early time, around the age of 8, was Sherry by the Four Seasons, which featured Frankie Valli, the little short guy.
Annette Vunicello. Frankie Valli. Frankie Valli and Annette Vunicello. She wasn't on this
Oh,
song.
that was Frankie Avalon.
Oh, that was Frankie Avalon. Yeah.
That was kind of a novelty or a new thing, was to have a male singer sing that
Hi.
high. He sang so high the dogs would be circling around the house in a half panic. In early 1963, I first heard the syncopated bass snare guitar intro to Andy Williams' big hit, Can't Get Used to Losing You, and was moved by the desperation of the lyrics. The song was written by Jerome Doc Thomas
Guess there's no use in hanging around.
and Mort Schumann,
Guess I'll get dressed and do the town.
successful songwriting team responsible for a lot of big
I'll find
hits,
some crowded
including Dion and Belmont's Teenager in Love, The Drifters, This Magic Moment, Save the Last Dance for Me, and Elvis's Viva Las Vegas and Little Sister and Suspicion. These two, Doc Thomas and Mort Schumann, wrote all those fantastic songs. I'm pretty sure that we've all experienced the scientific phenomenon of how certain sounds and smells can trigger emotional memories. Well, if you're a hyposmiac or a nosmiac, then maybe not.
What'd you call me?
But it happens to me all the time. When I hear Elvis singing It's Now or Never, I'm magically transported to the memory of me and Gary in our pajamas and a Baptist pallet laid out in the rear of a Ford station wagon as Daddy pressed the tires slowly through the gravel drive of the Georgia Drive-In Theater in Albany. It's about dusk when the sun's going down and all that drive-in neon is coming up.
It's now or never.
That was exactly the memory.
Hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling.
That's playing on
Be mine tonight.
drive-in speakers.
Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never.
I also remember fondly a 1962 summer vacation night in Fernandina Beach, Florida, standing outside Moore's Grocery, surrounded by cousins, and hearing Nat King Cole's smooth vocals on Ramblin' Rose coming out of the skate rink windows. I can still smell the salt water.
Why you ramble, no one knows.
Boy, I tell y'all, it was a good job. I just can't help but say. I wasn't but 10 years old
That's how you
when the Beatles came blistering over the radio airwaves just a few short months after JFK was gunned down in Dallas, Texas. An ironic 60s combination of sadness and joy, making us all feel a little older and less innocent. And it was this song right here. It just. Whew.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand.
That right there changed
When I say
the
that
world.
something,
It really did.
I wanna
Changed so
hold
many
your
people's lives.
hand. I wanna hold
People
your
older than me.
hand. I wanna hold your hand. Please say to
Talked
me.
about that moment that they watched it on TV, like this clip right here. The same song was on February 9th, 1964, Ed Sullivan Show, and we all laid in the living room floor and watched history happen.
Oh yeah, tell you
I've heard so many
something.
quotes from people like generation that was ahead of me by a few years, like the Bruce Springsteens and folks like that, say that when they saw this, they knew what they wanted to do. You know, just a time shift, sea change. And it was fantastic. It was just, it was black and white as that right there. But we saw these guys, and that was long hair. In '64, that was long ass hair right there. But the big difference in what everything else was happening was that they were self-contained. They wrote their own songs. They sang their own songs. They played their own music. That was the big difference. And just like April Stevens of Deep Purple a while ago, they looked good and they sounded good. Look, that's from the TV boppers to the grown women. It was a remarkable time.
This was the first song they played on the show?
No, the first song was All My Lovin'.
Okay.
This is the song that Dylan thought they were saying, I get high.
Yeah.
I get high.
Right.
It's like, what do you mean you don't get high? Sing about getting high.
Well, we've heard about it, but
Have you tried it?
we were saying I can't hide.
Surely
Or were they singing I get high?
everything
I
in
get
this,
by.
I get by. Really?
I get by.
I can't hide.
everything in
hide?
that,
I can't
I can't
hide.
hide. Yeah.
yeah.
That was.
I thought it was
Wow.
I get by. I get,
I get by.
I get by with a
mate.
little help.
Yes, the joys of modern technology are only outweighed by the pleasant, nostalgic memories triggered by smell and sound. Problem is, I stay up way past bedtime with a tired nose and worn out ears.
Well,
Oh my
Hey-o.
gosh, that was. Ooh, we ought to do. Y'all need to do that sometime on an episode. Just pick out your your most
Oh yeah.
seminal inspirations from your childhood on, up to about
I can
10 years old or
I can
something.
do a tale of the meat.
We should do the
Tells me.
we could do another YouTube collage. That would be awesome.
Won't you tell them about what they used to make everybody call you when you was little?
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell.
John
see.
Lennon.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Well, that's for another podcast.
What about
That's going to be on that's actually on next month's podcast.
Is it?
Yeah, with Jesse and Alita Harris,
okay.
because I did the tale of the week about you.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be a little off kilter because I did it thinking that
you're doing it for his birthday, but
well, wait a minute. Yeah, something or another there. Anyhow, it's a tale of the week about your birthday.
well, just so we're not babbling. When Connor was little,
I
What, how
raised
old?
I raised my hand in second grade. I was about, God knows, seven maybe, and with a fake British accent, I said, "I no longer want to be referred to as Connor. You can call me John Lennon. I sailed to the United States from Liverpool on a yellow submarine."
You said that.
I said that at some point. I don't know when it was,
God.
but Lord,
Folks, we really,
On that note.
me and Mama and brothers and sisters had to deal with that on an ongoing basis
oh yeah,
all day long. He never changed. He never shifted characters. His brother, one
was
of his
method
brothers,
acting.
got so pissed off at him, they would be in there saying, "Connor, stop. Please stop it." And he just keep on keeping on.
I got a bowl of mac and cheese dumped on my head one time.
Yeah. And he still didn't stop. I think
I'm yellow.
his mama was a big champion of it. Y'all, now let him have his imagination.
Yeah.
She went down to the school and talked to your second grade teacher who called us about that incident. And your mama said, "Okay, you've described what happened. Now, outside of that, is he doing his work?" "Well, yes, ma'am." "Is he causing any problems?" "Well, not really." "Well, so just let him have his fun, his imagination, as long as it's not disrupting anything. You're able to teach your class without, it's just that when he talks with a British accent. I mean, there's could be plenty of transfer students coming over. You gonna tell them you gonna call them mamas too? So, Mama was a big champion of the imagination until
Oh God, when?
yeah, you started referring. You started changing, calling her Julia, which was John Lennon's dead mama. And at that point, she freaked out and said, "Oh,
No.
And then that's when you changed. Stop it!
And John Lennon didn't have a dog, so I called him Paul McCartney's dog.
You called our dog Martha.
Yeah. Oh boy,
Martha, my dog.
dear.
Yeah, at that point, I think you finally moved on from John Lennon to the donkey and Shrek.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's my favorite era.
Yeah, I mean, you were around when Connor was growing up.
Yeah.
All this time, so you remember a lot of these
Sure.
memories.
You're like, come on now, Shrek. I don't be playing no games.
Oh boy, thank God.
Do you
for-
remember the?
That'll do, donkey.
I think it was. Might have been. It was one of the first 4 years that we had the guitar pull in the backyard, and you played at all of them. But do you remember the year that we cranked the CD player up and put the anthology had a just the soundtrack version without lyrics of Within You, Without You?
Yeah.
And he got on a microphone and added the lyrics to it.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was like 5-year-old. So it must have been 98. 98 or 99. And you and these people you were jaw-dropping folks left and right. Who's this little kid? Who's this little kid singing Within You, Without You, one of the most obscure sitar-driven songs off of the Sgt.
So
Pepper's.
passionate about it. He's like, listen.
Hey, and your pitch. Yeah, you had to pitch even back then. You were right on, spot on. It was just, you expected George Harrison, and you heard this tiny voice. We were talking about the way.
Yeah.
All the good stuff. Well, folks, we appreciate y'all watching. We're glad to come at you twice a month. This has been Something in the Water.
And just to reiterate, this is a little bit of what we do on the deep end.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
It's more of a hang.
Yeah, it's a little laid back, little hair down, and
Little
go with
looser.
the flow, you know. So
So if you
and
can.
if people want to watch that, how can they do it?
Well, you can subscribe. Just go to patreon.com and look up our podcast there. It's called Something in the Water, The Deep End. And all
y'all-
you have to do is hit a subscribe button. It'll walk you through everything. It's not but $5 per month. You can watch it once and
Turn it off.
turn it off, kill it. You're not obligated to buy long term or
Pull up
anything.
on us.
But we do have some very supportive patrons on Patreon. They've been with us for a good long while now, and like we said earlier, we're fixing to throw some rewards at them. So if you want to get involved there, come on. And from Sean Clark, Connor Griffin, and Uncle Dave Griffin, peace.
And Axel Grease.
When the cold black water finds its way across through your veins, it just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate.